All right. Welcome to Funnel of the Week. Today we got Mr. Matt Martorano, founder, CEO of Checkout Champ, and just a ton of experience on all things direct response. Matt, so great to have you here and really excited to pick your brain.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, and so today,
So
go, please.
I was going to say, I think what the game plan is, we're going to review a really successful funnel. Obviously, we have hundreds, thousands, I think hundreds of thousands of these really cool sales funnels. But we're going to break down why certain companies see greater success with their sales funnels than others and what they're doing to achieve those high numbers levels of conversion.
Yeah, and I real quick just want to interject. I mean, some people might not know what Checkout Champ is. I mean, Checkout Champ is pretty much the most high performance, customizable, data backed, fastest funnel building software, et cetera. Matt, feel free to expand on that. But we've actually seen in some very large businesses plugging in Checkout Champ as their funnel software has made a huge difference ourselves personally. So Matt, what else? You just tell us about Checkout Champ real quick before we dive into Neuro.
Well, I will tell you that. So there's a bunch of different drag and drop funnel building platforms that are out there. The reason that we I think, stand apart from those platforms is because of the back end. We have, we've been doing this a long time, as you know, subscription billing platform that's unlike anything else that's out there. Greater capabilities. I would say the number of integrations that we have. I mean, if you look at just gateways alone, we have over 270 gateways and gateway integrations supporting over 100 native currencies from around the world with a platform that does real-time currency conversion based on the daily spot. There aren't many platforms that do this type of stuff, which is why we get the billion-dollar brands coming to us, but we also get the smaller brands that want to scale to that level. So don't think for a minute that you have to be this gigantic company to come work for us or with us. You can be a smaller company with the desire to scale and grow the right way, and our team will help you do that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and I mean, I don't want to make this sound like a massive like plug for Checkout Champ, which it kind of is because it's anyone that comes to us with talking about funnel stuff and just wanting to get more into the nitty gritty. We talked about with Devin the other day too, Devin with Living Good Daily, they've had amazing success with Checkout Champ. The ability to customize and just like actually build the best optimized funnel in terms of offer structure, everything else in addition to speed is unparalleled. So, and your team actually helps with all that too, because they see all the back end data. They can go, hey, you think about adding an extra order bump here, which is something we're going to see in the funnel today. Stuff that you can't do out of the box with, Shopify, definitely, and other tools. They can go, hey, try plugging one of these little elements to your funnel in and see how that works. So I love how there's that service element to there, intelligence to help people make good decisions.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, so yeah, we talked, you said, hey, want to look at a funnel. And you said, okay, first of all, is it Neuro? I can't even say it. Neuro? How do you say it?
Neuro.
Neuro? How? Neuro?
Yeah.
Neuro.
Like neurological.
Neuro. Okay, perfect. Neuro. Yeah. So
Neuro.
Neuro, and they got a ton of products. Basically all sorts of massage tools, everything else. But the one we were going to do today is the knee massager, because this is one of the ones doing the most volume, right?
Yep.
All right, let me shift to, and this is actually, so I scheduled, forget, this is fast forward, but this funnel really squeezes like every last drop, because on the thank you page, I've got booked for a sales call with somebody with Daniel. I don't know what I'm gonna get sold on, but there's a sales call you can schedule like on the thank you page, and I can't wait to hear what I'm gonna get sold. But let's dive into what we got here. So I dug into the Facebook ads library, and I'll show you some of the, so we got some Google ads. Let's just look at this one here real quick. We'll just start at the ad level, and we got a lot of it's my VPN. I'm sorry. That's what the problem is. My VPN is on. Some of this stuff doesn't work. All right, let's reload this. But while it's loading here, so we got Facebook ad going to an advertorial. So here's a landing page off of that one. Still loading there. Matt, any first thoughts as we land on this landing page here?
So it starts with an advertorial. Look at this. So it's a before and after. People love to see the before and afters. It's a very basic video, right? There's not much to it. There's not a lot of talking. I guess you could do a VSL, like a long form VSL, but these are just short, quick videos that draw your attention in and get you to want to read the article.
Absolutely.
Especially if you're suffering from osteoarthritis or knee pain, it just takes you right into it and gets you interested.
And I wanted to show real quick, just why you mentioned that in the, mobile view here, let's say. So we got, I don't know why okay, but anyway, so this is simulating mobile view right out of the gate, like above the fold, right? We got the call to action sticky, but then I love this kind of GIF style thing here that just plays on loop for 10 seconds. Like you said, the before and after. I mean, my knee,
Yep.
I can feel both of these in my knee just looking at it. And then I feel this sort of healing collagen level going up. It's like it's showing and telling at the same time. So I love that.
And not only that, but that third image shows how easy to use. Like everyone's going to sit and watch TV, or they're going to sit on their computer and stream videos. Just
Yep.
throw them on, kick back and chill.
Exactly. Ease of use is there. You're not gonna have to do any crazy exercises.
Yeah.
So
And then it goes straight into Dr. Jeremy Campbell.
Yep. Yep. So
There's 4 things that it's curing right there.
Yep.
Or curing or solving for: osteoarthritis, knee pain, joint stiffness, tendonitis. So these advertorial pages work really, really well when you're running your different social media and search ads.
Yeah, and I love this. I mean, this is super graphic post-op knee knee image there. Got the real root cause of knee pain, right? Bone on bone friction. Cartilage wearing away. And look at this thing, just looks like you feel that crick popping in your knee right there. All that pain. I love this. We were talking about this last couple weeks ago, with Devin actually from Living Good Daily, and the X Scale. He's got his agency now. Really, really smart marketer, and who incorporated Checkout Champion and Living Good Daily. Talking about like these new text sales pages, how these GIFs are so crucial, just because we're so used to getting this sort of dopamine hit of motion and curiosity that kind of keeps us paying attention. So I love how they've incorporated these here.
Well, not only that, but when you think about embedded video versus the GIF, embedded video takes so much bandwidth, and you want the pages to be as fast and as light as possible. And I think the GIFs help you achieve that.
Yeah, absolutely. So we got going into this. So this is crazy. This is a long advertorial. I mean, this is like some serious scroll time.
But you see in the bottom where get 50% off now, 3-in-1 knee massager.
Yep.
Call to action is right there. I cannot stand sales pages where you have to wait to the very end of the video, or you got to scroll all the way down to the bottom. If I see something that makes me want to buy right away, give them the option to click through.
Do you see any data on that, like sticky versus no sticky for this CTA?
Well, let's approach it from this way. When you talk to like professional copywriters who are big into their long form, they will test when to pop the CTA. And we've found that if you do it earlier, like when you hit a major pain point, boom, you hit them with a piece of information, why not pop it early? And they're seeing that more people are clicking through once they see something. Like if you scroll back to the top and you saw knee pain, osteoarthritis, and all, those 4 things.
Yeah.
Oh, I have osteoarthritis. Let me click. Right? They got the customer reviews here, and that's a huge piece of this. I did an analysis because I knew we were doing this. They leverage customer reviews so well with before and afters and images and pictures of the individual. And I think that's a huge piece of their success. And even as we go further into this, they have videos of actual neuro customers saying why they love it so much. So they're leveraging UGC in longer form sales page like this.
Yeah, absolutely. It's cool. It's got, like you said, you got this opportunity right here right away. You're already convinced that you want to know more about this. Boom, you got the button right there. Obviously, social proof stuck to the top of the page. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm weird because when I see something like this, I'm like, okay, what's it going to cost me? Let me click
Hmm.
through and just find out right away how much this thing is. If I think it's reasonable, I may go back and read the rest of it.
Got it. So
If
basically,
I
what
think
you're so you're saying you're seeing more and more people are pushing that CTA instead of dropping it 40 minutes in where the actual offer drops, let's say on a VSL, popping it earlier when there's a major pain point.
correct.
Test that. Yeah, cool. That's a great takeaway. So we got all the usual, or red light therapy, heat therapy, massage therapy combined, right? Working together. Very expensive, but then now we got it all contained in this infrared, massager, heat together. Nice 3-in-1 heat therapy. Again, cool animations.
Yeah. Very simple.
Trust pilot, blah, blah, blah. And you'd think this is a sales page, but it's actually an advertorial. Just cool.
Avatar.
It's just like stacking a ton of, proof, benefits, trust seals. So I'm starting to show it's like you said, UGC here, worth every penny, reasonably priced, blah, blah, blah. Blew my mind how fast I got results. All right. So here's how to get your hands on it. We got the little scarcity play once you run out of stock. So you want to get this now. All right. Not available anywhere else. So if you want to get this, the only chance is through this particular page. Can't find it on Amazon or eBay or stores.
Priced
Half,
at half.
half. Got it. So you get a great deal on that. Nice. Look at that. Zapping those nerves there. Okay, and we got, okay, it's 359. Oh, maybe it's a little expensive, but you can get it for 50% off. So dropping the price on the advertorial. So it is like most of this, this could be a sale, like a standalone sales page, right?
You know why this is so important? Because
Like,
people are like, oh yeah, I could see that being $360, but I wouldn't pay that because that's a lot of money. But I'd pay
mhm.
it. I'd pay 180,
Yeah, yeah,
and they're under 180. So I mean, the psychology behind it, they're still at 180 bucks. They're
mhm.
just a nickel,
Right.
right? But people
Just
179, it's more palatable than 180.
absolutely. And then we got it's no risk. You try it for 90 days, take it back.
Mm-hmm.
So even that 180, if it doesn't work in 3 months, that's a lot of time.
A lot of time.
It's a lot of time. All right. So get two. It's telling you get two. And interestingly, so we'll see in the upsell funnel off of the one. Um,
Mm-hmm.
okay. You got more stuff here. Okay. So given that, I'm convinced, right? I'm gonna click through here. We got plenty of benefits, features. Forgot knee pain. Oh, we got the Facebook comments. Oh, I love this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mine arrived at, I love all this. This is awesome. It's got the Facebook plugin here, even more kind of organic social proof, sort of unstructured, which is super cool. And you can add a comment there, right? Then, okay, I'm going to click through here. All right. And then we got another sales page. So I'm just curious, Matt. So do you have any idea? I know people want to know baseline for advertorial, let's say advertorial click-through rate. Is there anything you can share around what you see for a successful advertorial to sales page click-through rate?
It varies. I mean, it
Gotcha.
truly varies based on the type of traffic that you're going after.
Mhm, mhm.
But when you're looking through it, when you're looking at a product, like, I'll tell you that the overall conversion rate on this is at any given time between 21 and 26%. Like, think
Whoa.
about that.
So
Yeah.
landing on this advertorial to buying 20%.
Yeah. Think about it. Let's just call it 25%. So four, like one out of every four people are buying this thing.
That's insane.
And
That
how did they achieve that? I mean, so our platform, unlike other platforms out there, we do 4-way split testing. So ABCD. So you have your control and you have 3 variants. There's no faster way to get to the optimized version, in my opinion, in the marketplace. So if you can run ABCD split testing, and right away, all the traffic, you're starting to see the click-through rates, the conversion rates, and you start eliminating the ones that are underperforming, and you get down to the one that is the best. Then you're running with that. And then you're taking that and you're making 3 other splits off of that. So you're doing another series of ABCD split testing, where if you just had AB split testing, it could take you, and you've been doing this a long time, Ian, a very long time to get to that truly optimized page, where in 1 or 2 rounds within our platform, you can get there in a very short period of time.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. Having that ability to just really granularly test those things and figure out winners with all that, yeah, all the 4-way approach. So I'm just curious. So do you know, were they ever running just to this page here? Like we'll get into I know we want to talk about what were they doing when they first started out. Do you have any insights on that? Like, we saw that we're running the advertorial now to the sales page is doing well. Any comments on what they maybe were doing at first that was under optimized?
So they were running advertorial straight to checkout page.
Okay. Interesting.
And I think this particular page reinforces. So now you're kind of on the actual web. You went from advertorial to what the individual would believe to be the actual website. Right. So you've already agreed to, yeah, I want to click through and I want to go further. Now I see all the payment types. I see the offer again, get 50% off today only. Again, the doctor.
Yeah. Emphasizing all this, the guarantee, shipping, boom. Yeah, this is interesting. So again, we went from this, right?
Yep.
Which is literally an advertorial, right? It's kind of has that style trending in the US. This is the best way. It's just yeah. We got even the sort of like nav, the little nav button here, the sort of blog style nav thing. And then we go from that to essentially the sales page. Cool. So that's interesting. So they didn't have this element before that. It was just straight from that advertorial to basically to the which is in our, see the funnel breakdown checkout page, which I imagine we'll get to the checkout page in a second, which I imagine did not look like the checkout page that they now have.
I think over time they've been expanding it and testing with different order bumps, and then of course the post-purchase upsells. But yeah, it's every single one of these sales sites. I don't care if it's Noro or some of our other clients. They go through rigorous testing and they want their funnel totally optimized from the moment someone lands on their page through the purchase and all the way to the thank you page.
Yeah, and I love how, so they got the Trustpilot reviews here, and then even like you said, really strong UGC specific to, I'm sure they've pulled out the very specific pain points that each of these address. So
well, and when you think about this, they're going back to their customers and they're asking them they're interviewing them on a Zoom, and they're recording them, or they're asking their customer, hey, can you record your experience on your phone and send us the video? Maybe we'll send you something free,
right,
whatever it might be.
Right. Absolutely. And even more verified purchases, et cetera, just stacking that proof. Okay, showing what's inside, showing how to use it. I love these, like, again, these GIFs are just so nice, just because it's not static images, just you can visualize it so much better. And it's just kind of less boring for the eye. And we got this, always love this, adding value with zero margin products or 100% margin products, these digital products, adding value. Oh, and you got this knee patches. You order 2 units free. Love that. Re-emphasizing, showing the value. It's $1,000. Get it for less than 180. And then you got the re-emphasizing that doctor trust. More the fact there. Cool. Anything else jump out to you on this page, Matt?
I don't, I like how they break it down in sections, and they basically overload you with images without shit ton of copy.
Yeah.
You know, it's a little bit of copy, descriptional, but they keep drawing you. Like, go to the product that shows you what's in the box.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I mean, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces that are going to come into this, and they describe what they are. So you know what you're going to receive. And look at the packaging. I mean, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
If someone sends it to me in like a brown Amazon box, I'd be like, what is this crap? But
Right.
this is beautiful, shiny packaging. And what we used to call this back when I was a product marketer in the early 2000s, we used to call this plop value. When they plop it on their counter,
Yeah.
and see how beautiful this is, like, whoa, okay, this was worth $179.95.
Yeah, and it looks, I love how they designed the product too, because it looks like something out of Star Wars, like a, you know, space equipment for your knee. So it really, the design really makes you think of all the technology, the 3-in-1 technology that's involved. So I think they did a great job on that as well. It looks like it will
Yeah,
work.
let's go back to the top of the page. Let's see what's above the fold.
There we go. Above the fold here.
Above the fold, a nice little image, 3 bullets: red light therapy, heat therapy, massage therapy. The 3 things that it does. Shows a nice little image of kind of the vibration, the heat. So this is great. And see at the top of the header, summer sale, free shipping plus 50% off today. So as we know, the word free is the most powerful word in marketing, free. And they incorporate it right there in the header.
Yeah, and look at that. Great deal too. Get 50% off today only. So great deal, urgency right there. All right, cool. So anything else you want to check in on this page?
No, I like how they repeat this. Get relief in just 15 minutes a day. Like people are like, 15 minutes, I got 15 minutes.
Right, right. Ease of use for sure.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so this is where I start to get really impressed. Because, okay, so we got the pick your bundle discount, right? So auto selects the two knee massagers,
Well,
169.
scroll back up before you go
Yeah.
down there. Scroll back to the top. So limited stock. So they got a countdown timer
Yep.
running.
10 minutes.
People are like,
Nice.
okay, I have 10 minutes to get through this.
Yep. Yep.
Have their contact information there. So what they're doing is they're saying, we're a legitimate company. You have any questions, contact us. You can call us, you can email us right now. They put a coupon code in the header, and they're saying it's already applied.
Limited inventory, sellout risk high.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. So yeah, this is
so
sorry.
There's the one knee massager is number 2, but they're saying two knee massagers are getting 53% off, and it shows you the each regular price. So it's $10 cheaper than buying just a single one per unit.
Only 13 left in stock. And then, okay, so what do you sell order bumps? I got some questions for you on these order bumps because I love how with Checkout Champ you can really freestyle with this. You can like you got 3 order bumps right here in addition to these 4 options. So I'm just curious, do you have any idea like what companies pay for these protection plans? Like what's the margin on these? Do you have any idea?
It's very, very high.
Yeah.
And in many cases, the companies will write them. They'll underwrite them themselves.
Okay.
So the 2-year protection, someone pays $19.95 for it. They just annotate it in the customer record because you can see the date the product was purchased. If it comes back, a year and a half later, 18 months later, they're like, forget it, send it out to them. Send them out another one, big deal. But the likelihood of that happening is very low. And then expedited shipping. If people are experiencing pain, we see a high percentage of people selecting the expedited shipping. And all it is rather than doing standard UPS, you're doing UPS Express. It costs you a couple dollars more. It's not a big deal. But the data we're seeing is over 20% of the people that land on this page that have intent on ordering will select an order bump.
One of these 3.
One of these 3.
Wow. So 20% of people are taking an order bump. Super interesting.
One fifth of your buyers will take an order bump.
So if you don't have an order bump, even something as simple as that, that's like an easy win to add some margin right there.
That's right.
Wow, that's amazing. All right. So then
There are some global statistics out there that you can actually look up, and you can put it in your chat GPT or you can Google it, but having an order bump on your checkout page, whether it's this style or a Shopify style page or WooCommerce style checkout page, will actually increase your conversion rate, your overall conversion rate.
interesting.
Mm-hmm.
What is there any issue with pre-selecting it? Is that a problem?
Yeah, you never want to pre-select it, because if anyone ever looks at this, it is that's a big no-no with the 3-letter agencies,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
consumer protection is a real thing,
Yeah.
and they will come through and they will tear through it, especially if you start doing some volume. And if they're pre-selected, you're in trouble.
Got it.
Also, the only thing I don't like about this page, it's nice that they have it, but that reach verified by completing your order, you will check it with Reach US. So I always say above the checkout button, it doesn't have, it just can be in that small font. By clicking below, you're agreeing to our terms of service and our privacy policy. That will grant you protection, because and the terms of service and privacy policy blue linked to those actual policies that open up in a separate page. It gives people confidence in what they're buying, but it also protects the merchant against. There are class action attorneys that look for pages like this. If they don't have it above the checkout button, it could cause you a lot of problems. So why not do it?
Interesting.
So all of our templated, all of our checkout buttons on our checkout pages have it as standard, and clients will remove it for whatever reason. I don't think it affects conversion rate.
I guess you
can see it low. Yeah.
So they got it's not blued here, so it is a hyperlink, but it blends in. Is there a way to do something like a sort of interstitial pop-up where it doesn't take you away from the checkout and just keeps you there?
Yep. Yeah. It's just a pop-up page. Just
flashes it.
Yeah.
That's cool. Nice.
Almost like a
modal. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so then maybe you want to move that up for compliance. And then look at this. As we've been talking, see this? It's been going down. It started at 13 now. Yeah, it's going away, just like the clock. Look, we only got 4 more minutes to check out here. So,
and by the way, all of those are built into Checkout Champ. So those are elements that you can utilize when you're building your pages.
Nice. So that's pretty cool. Sort of the enhanced scarcity there.
But it's actually, you can actually tie that to your inventory.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. That's really cool.
And I don't know if you noticed this, scroll back up. So you check those 2 order bumps, add it right to the cart.
Boom. Yep, right there. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, then we got some more social proof here right next to where I'm filling everything out. Which is great. I got some more customer reviews. Nice. All right, so I already did the purchase, so but I'm going to show you. Got so I bought one. I went in and bought one because I wanted to see what the sort of how you enhance that cart value for off that one. So the lowest revenue purchase. And here we are, OTO1 off of the one, buying one. Got like a full VSL. Just gonna, right? So we got this full on VSL selling you. I mean, this is like, I think it's 10 minutes long, something like that. But just to summarize, it's basically does an amazing job of telling you why you just made an amazing decision to buy the knee massager, one knee massager. And then it just hammers how you should buy 2, because you might be screwing yourself up by only healing one knee. It might make your other knee bad if you don't balance it. So, and it does it in a really sort of just effective and Yeah.
Clever way.
Yeah, it's super clever how it does it. And it makes you think, oh wow, there's something to that. So and you'll see that I'm going to speed up this video so we see the actual offer pop up because it's actually triggered with the I think this is Vitalytics or hosting. Are you guys host these videos?
Those are just embedded.
Yeah, okay. So it should pop up soon. Let's go into 10x speed here. But yeah, so basically, the typical more of the same. They just bought one thing. Here we are, we're going to sell more of that same thing. And they just does an amazing job making the point why you need to get two. So I ended up getting two. And he did a clinical study showing this basically, which was incredible. So he did a clinical study doing, a placebo group, one knee massager group, and a two knee massager group, and the two was vastly enhanced recovery and healing versus the other two groups. So did a full clinical study just to get us to buy two instead of one, which is awesome. So, and here we go. Here's the offer right here. So you're actually, look at this, selected 3 extra knee massagers. So we have a set of 4, right?
Yeah, the discount, free shipping.
Yep.
So you can see on the one is no shipping fee.
Yeah. Yeah. Biggest discount. 90-day guarantee, blah, blah, blah. All right. So I was convinced. I bought an extra one. So I got 2. And anything else you want to add on this page?
No, I think this is, you can see it order approved. It shows you that they're going to take you to the final confirmation in step 3. I love this. 1, 2, 3.
I love it too. You know what? Because it's actually so it makes it the end of the tunnel seem closer. It's because it's 3 steps, right? Customized order. But then you see that customized order is actually 3 steps. If this was 6 things up here, you might start to get a little bit irritated. But they've made it super simple and it's still accurate, right? Option 1 of 3 to customize your order, but it's breaking it down in a sort of bite-sized way. So it makes it more palatable to be sitting here in this upsell funnel.
And I like that. Do not hit your back button, because what it's doing is capturing the session. So let's talk about the session real quick.
Yeah.
We have had people who will sell their primary products on their e-com store. I don't care if it's Shopify or WooCommerce, whatever, and then come to our checkout pages, and they're doing their payment processing through us. And then they'll set up their whatever number of products were in the checkout page as a transaction, and then they'll do upsell 1, upsell 2, upsell 3 as separate transactions. Now you have 4 different transactions. Our platform has the ability to keep the session open and put all of those upsells back into the original transaction, so you're getting 1 sale.
Nice.
So it's chargeback reduction, fraud reduction. There's a whole bunch of things that this solves for. And again, if you're using, I'm not going to call, let's say you're using a popular CMS platform for your storefront and a very popular one-click upsell platform as an add-on, it doesn't work like that. So now for 1 sale, you have the potential of 2 or 3 chargebacks on a single customer. Why would you expose your merchant account like that?
Wow. So massively reduced risk of having issues with your merchant account.
Yep. We had a client that was his chargeback ratio was a little over 5%, and by using that technology, he got it well under. I think it was like 0.8, 0.85, so well under 1%, which is that threshold from Visa and MasterCard.
Wow, that's awesome. And then been keeping that session open. Can you actually do? I saw this with another brand. I don't know, maybe they're using Checkout Champ or something else, but they had posts on the thank you page. They had like an order bump on the thank you page post purchase.
Yep. Absolutely. So that's I don't know if that's still unique to Checkout Champ, but we allow that to happen where you can do your final, hey, before you go, thank you for your order, but before you go, you may also want to add this to your order.
Yeah. Yeah. Just grabbing margin wherever you can, right? That's so cool.
Squeeze every drop out of that transaction, because you don't know if that customer's coming back.
Yeah.
Right? That's
Absolutely. Yeah. So I love that about the what do you guys got going on there? And so, okay, so I took the upsell, I took that, I grabbed another knee massager. And then here's upsell number two, OTO number two is, which I think is insane. It's so cool because you have this big product, like a relatively, you could say it's like higher ticket e-commerce product, couple $100. How do you build continuity into that, right? That's the question. You got this high-end piece of machinery. How do you make it a recurring revenue product? So
What you're looking at right now is exactly how you do that. So you got a lower ticket item that someone can opt into that would require a every 30 day or every 45 day or every 60 day continuity subscription.
is it's what's great. What's so cool is again, this VSL. So again, a lot of
By the way, I
these,
don't know if you noticed that when you first loaded it, it would say,
yeah.
Ian, there's one more thing we're so they actually custom embed your name into it.
Nice, nice. That's our favorite word right there is our own name. So, I mean, we've seen so many other funnels where the upsells are unfortunately an afterthought in terms of how the company is positioning the upsell products in terms of what you just purchased and what Neuro does an amazing job of. Again, this second upsell, it reemphasizes that you made a great decision by buying the knee massager. And it leads to another problem, which is unfortunately what you're going to hate about it is that you can't wear it all day. So what do you do when you can't wear it? Well, we got these herbal heat pads, which is a consumable. So we got, you're addressing that issue. You could have this heat and more blood flow and more flexibility, mobility in your knees. And guess what? It's a $60 a month subscription.
And if you notice, it's 60 pieces. You have 2 knees. It's 30 days.
30 days right there. $1 per knee per day. So we got so again, we got the compliance stuff here. I will be enrolled in auto refill and receive a new supply every month at the price above. I can easily cancel anytime by emailing, blah, blah, blah. Got the money back guarantee and then some more info on it here.
And by the way, where people screw up,
Mhm.
scroll all the way down to the bottom. I want to mention something to you.
Mhm.
When you do it, if you have the footer with all of your contact information, your email, your phone number for customer service, your terms of service, return policies, everything there, people are going to believe it's a legitimate company with a legitimate product. If you don't have that on the bottom, let's say it just stopped after the FAQs, your conversion rate would actually drop.
Interesting.
The other thing I want to mention to you, not that Neuro is doing this, but we also within Checkout Champ, you can set your upsells to say, show me the most relevant product based on what the individual put into their cart. So let's say you have dozens or hundreds or thousands of products. And Ian, if you go to a site, you're going to put different things in your cart than I might put in, right? So why would that upsell always be static? So this is a dynamic upsell platform that looks at what items you put into your cart, what the most logical next item to purchase related product would be, and it would start at the highest dollar value and trickle down. Let's say you had 5 upsells, highest dollar value and trickle down to the lowest dollar value before the thank you page.
Nice. Nice. Love that. That's awesome. Yeah. So we got we got the same setup up here. We got the option 2 of 3. Do you have any idea? Do you have any idea on conversion rates for upsell 1 and 2 so far?
Here. Get to this active funnel. Okay. 1 second, I'm pulling up the analytics. exact funnel. And that's the other thing. When you're using our platform, you can have hundreds and hundreds of sales funnels in one
Yeah, no, I get it. It's all good.
in one system. So finding that exact offer.
It's fine. I was just curious. You can come back to that too.
Yeah, let's come back to that. I'm going to look while you're reviewing
For sure.
some of the other.
So we got upsell number 2. So I grabbed that, I grabbed the subscription. And then, so you think, okay, cool. I got my continuity product. I'm done, right? You know, I got my continuity. Well, why stop there? Right? So we go to upsell number 3. And okay, I love how you frame this. Congratulations. Just want a welcome gift. So, all right, what's my gift? You want a special welcome gift worth $35.60. Watch the video below to learn how to access your gift. And it's the 11X Health Club. You get 24/7 access to ask questions to all these, Dr. Jeremy, who we've been seeing on these videos, Dr. Anthony, Dr. Angela, and then registered dietitian, Jennifer. It's a Facebook group, 30-day trial, $97 a month after that. And this right here, though, this is compelling. 24/7 access to ask these people questions. You'll see in the video here, it's pretty cool. You get feedback on all your issues right there in the Facebook group, which is pretty incredible.
All right, it's found it on.
So basically $100 a month in added MRR, recurring revenue, from this upsell. And the way they frame it too is this is only available to people who actually buy the products. There's no public mention of this or anything. So this is kind of framed as see all the Facebook screenshots there. Very exclusive opportunity. And a lot of value there. There's weekly webinars with some of these folks helping you dial in your nutrition. And, a lot of people are pretty lonely too, as well. So there's an opportunity to connect with other people, feel taken care of, etc. So yeah, I just think it's a really interesting position for another massive ad.
So I'm gonna tell you right now. So right now they have an A/B split on that first one for the one-time offer. Their conversion rate is 13.1 on one and 18.5 on another.
Okay.
Upsell 1.
Yep.
And then upsell 2, 8.4. And then upsell 3, 7.2. But their customer lifetime values are freaking massive.
That's huge.
$270.
So average customer value is $270 day zero. Mm-hmm. That's crazy. So that you can spend a lot of money to get one of these customers, which is amazing. So definitely a lot of opportunity there. So yeah, I think this is incredible. You got these two, you got the consumable continuity, and then you stack on top of that the community continuity, which is actually, it seems super valuable. It's not just some thrown together afterthought. So any comments on any of these things, Matt?
I like this as the final offer, option 3 of 3 to customize your order. Congratulations. Whoa. Right?
Yeah.
You just want a welcome gift. That's pretty cool. Like, you've just taken the time to go through this process. They want to give me something for free. I like it. At least it seems that way. It's a gift. Please watch this important message. So again, we got the good doctors down there talking about their experts, the community. Now let's scroll down and take a look at what's below the fold. VIP access health to neuro. 11X Health Club. It's great.
Yeah.
You get a 30-day trial.
Yep.
It's $97 a month. Nutritionist, physical therapist, instructor. And I like how they have the yoga. They have the apple.
Yeah.
Nutritionist with the little kind of emojis. Chiropractor and physical therapist. Right. So they put a lot of effort and a lot of thought into this.
Yeah, when you watch the video too, these people are actually they're responding to your questions inside the group. So I'm sure they have teams helping, scale their knowledge to answer these questions, but you're actually getting, I mean, PTs are a doctor of PT is incredibly helpful. I mean, for me personally, I've had some issues from all sorts of sports injuries and whatnot. And I mean, having a PT to talk to about some of this stuff and get some feedback from is incredible. So this team here is definitely a good value. And you got that community aspect and all that. So really cool.
Well, it's just
Creative.
it's a higher value upsell, but it seems like there's value in it having access to those doctors. Right?
7%
You
to
really have a problem.
yeah.
So we before we got here, we looked at the herbal knee pads, right? So it's a natural upsell. It's a low dollar value, but it can create some, $59 a month for 60 patches for a month worth of patches. I think that's pretty reasonable. And then it goes to a higher value upsell, but with direct contact with doctors, nutritionists, yoga instructors. Yeah, I think it's fantastic.
So we got these three upsells, more of the same, the consumable, and then also the community continuity. So after you buy that, it's not over because on the thank you page, I'm going to book your neuro protocol review call now. Enhance your product experience. Do you have any idea how many people are clicking on this off of that?
I don't. So let's see here. I'm looking at the thank you page, that specific thank you page. 1,096 hits. 1,096 submits. So we got people. So it's looking like it's 100% click through rate on that book your call now.
Really? That's insane. So most people are actually clicking through on this. I mean, it's something else that another sort of free gift, right? So, I booked a call for later today, actually. I don't know what I'm curious what I'm going to get sold on that call, right? Because there's going to be something.
So here's what I would do. I would record the call
Yep.
and splice it to the back end of this video.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I'll do that. That's awesome.
That would be great.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, but I just think it's so clever, right? We're talking about the post-purchase order bump, we're in the moment here. We just spent all this money. Like there's that dopamine hit that, hey, I'm going to finally solve my knee pain here or whatever solution your product does. And then in the moment here, I'm like, I'm ready to take more action. I want to, do everything. So why not offer booking a call? Why not offer another product? So I think that's great that they did that.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Right. No questions asked guarantee.
Yep. Emphasizing that.
Satisfied. 90-day money back guarantee.
Yep.
Then join your community for free. Takes you straight to a Facebook page.
Free access to all your ebooks and all that stuff. You can check out how it works, get the user manual. So you're just getting right into it. You're getting prepared to get this neuro device and actually experience that relief, which is awesome.
And I'm sure that the order confirmation email will also have these links embedded into it. So they're capturing quite a few people.
Speaking of that, so we got, all right, so I get hit with, boom, boom. Yeah,
Time.
Yeah, so one of the follow-up emails was to schedule here. So something important is going to take place in that call. It's pretty clear. And then I just did some experiments with the cart abandon. So there's a couple of cart abandon emails they throw out. And discount, blah, blah, blah. Here's the digital product stuff. You get sent that pretty much straight away. Order confirmation. Again, book my call, another call to action on the order confirmation email. Why not? Why not have a call to action there?
If you have questions, scroll back up a little bit.
Yep.
They're making right in your face. If you have any questions, email or contact us by phone.
Nice. preempting a lot
That
of,
builds customer confidence like you would not believe. Like you're not hiding from your customers. You're like, if you have a problem with this product, we want to be front and center and solve it for you.
that's awesome. Yeah. And probably preempting a lot of chargebacks and returns right there. We got a reminder on the protocol review there, etc. So here's what I got sent so far from New Row. We're going to keep adding all these emails to the full set of stuff inside of funnel of the week. But this is what we got so far, within the last 18 hours. This is what we've been hit with. Got a couple, I did another run through to see what cart abandoned stuff is in there, and you'll see those. But yeah, pretty cool. Again, all these call to actions in the actual emails, getting on a call, calling if you have any issues in terms of support, etc., and all the digital products as well.
I will tell you where I think a lot of marketers fail. Even you could have the best sales funnel in the world. Where they fail is they're not really thinking about or putting a lot of effort or investment into the way they communicate with their customers. Right? The cart abandon, you showed us the cart abandon. You showed us, appointments, reminders, different, your ebooks, things like that, communicating with these people. I'm sure that at some point you're going to get a refer a friend after the 90 days and you haven't returned. Apparently, Ian, you love your product.
Yeah.
Refer a friend and we'll send you a free pack of, herbal knee patches.
Right. For sure. Incentivizing the UGC too, the video reviews. I'm curious to see what they're going to do there. And we'll have it all in the full funnel of the week. When we get it, we add it to the mix. But yeah, I'm sure they do that because I'm impressed with how proactive they are communicating just in the the sales messaging, obviously, but then also even in the emails, super proactive about all that.
Yep, I would agree.
So what else, Matt? Yeah, I'd love to hear what other thoughts do you have just on things that people should be doing, in terms of funnels, conversion, adding value to each transaction. Anything else come up that you think people should know about?
I think you just keep testing, and you saw how detailed they were. They did not skimp on copy. They want to make this product seem like it's the greatest gift to anyone suffering from knee pain. And it's not just this, their shoulder pain products, every other product that they have, their foot relief products,
Yep.
It's the same thing. So I would say, don't skimp on the copy. The customers want to see as much information as they need to make a decision to purchase your product. But post-purchase, you saw how dedicated they were to reinforcing the fact that, number one, you made a great purchase decision. Number two, if you use it, it's going to work. And if it doesn't, they're going to give you your money back.
Yeah. It's like a zero risk. Could be massive upside, best case, worst case, there's no financial risk. Get your money back.
Absolutely.
Yeah, really.
And obviously they're asking for testimonials.
Yep.
Don't be afraid to ask your customers for testimonials. Give me a written testimonial or a video and I'll send you something.
Yep. Building that.
As library. Being the video king with Inceptly, it's having good UGC goes a long way in all of your marketing.
Oh, absolutely. And they use it here, right? So even here's for the lymphedema, the foot pad massager thing.
And by the way, if someone's watching this, user generated content.
UGC, exactly.
Rather than you sitting in front of a camera telling people how great your product is, having your customers tell the world how great your product is goes 1,000 times further.
Absolutely. And they do a great job of splicing that in here. So interestingly, just to flash back to the very top of the funnel here on Meta, you got some longer form ads. So this is a 10-minute long video for the lymphedema, all about, leg swelling. And let's see, I want to get to the actual knee ones. So here's the ad that I clicked on. This is a 25-minute VSL. So as a front top of funnel ad that goes to that advertorial. Oops, where's the advertorial? Yeah, so it goes to that advertorial, the first page we looked at, which then goes to that sales page, which then goes to that the checkout page, etc. So just reemphasizing the point you just made, there's a lot of information being shared there, and it's in a real, visual, visceral imagery here, where you can just see how painful these knees are, and 25 minutes of it.
Well, maybe it would make sense, Ian, if someone had a product they wanted to get very graphical with their videos, where could they go to create content like that?
Yeah, I mean, nowadays, I mean, there's lots of, you go to agencies like our agency or other agencies, there are lots of really good video agencies. But I mean, there's lots of people floating around doing great stuff on like Upwork, Fiverr even. We have these kind of animated type, what is it called? Stock footage. There's a lot of really good stock footage out there that you can use to incorporate. And yeah, I mean, there's tons of ways to do it.
All right. So what do we don't skip
Yeah,
on copy,
don't skip on copy, right?
don't skip on creative,
Yep. Test a
videos
lot.
and imaging,
Yep.
don't skip on testimonials, don't
Hmm.
skip on UGC,
Hmm.
and really think out your product flow from the moment someone lands on your page or sees your ad, the moment someone sees your ad, to landing on your page, to going through your checkout process, your upsell flows, all the way to thank you page. Just throwing products in as an upsell is not good. Maybe some people click through and buy it, but
Yep.
if you really put some thought behind it, you can optimize your funnel and turn. I mean, this company is now multi-millions of dollars a month,
Yep.
and because they're doing it the right way.
Yeah, I mean, the more you tell, the more you sell, right? Especially for this stuff.
Right.
People have already tried, they're probably sophisticated buyers. They've tried a number of things before. How is this different? How is this actually going to solve my problem? I tried everything. And they're telling and telling and telling and telling some more. And those upsells too. You got those 10-minute, 15-minute VSLs selling each upsell, right? So the level of detail and in communicating why this is going to solve it for you is it's just done a commendable job there. And they clearly have tested, they've tested this advertorial. We did another call with John Belcher a while back, and he was, I think it was for Fixed. Do you remember Fixed, that little like plugin thing?
FIXT.
Yep. Yep. So they were when they really started to scale it at Giddy Up, they added a second, it was an advertorial after the VSL. So the advertorial to VSL, then to another advertorial to checkout page. And that advertorial after the VSL really just made it was like 50% conversion rate bump, if I recall correctly, something insane. So it's like people think, oh, I need to compress the funnel. Well, proof's in the pudding here. I mean, they're adding there's a lot of material you got to go through to even get to the checkout page. And it's working. Like you said, 25% conversion rate from hitting this advertorial page and making a purchase. That's insane.
Yep.
That's
And here's
wild.
another thing that I'll say. People are so tempted when they see a sales funnel like this and they can get their hands on a similar product. They just want to rip the funnel. Be creative. Do it. Put some work into it. Don't just go out there, ripping things. The one thing that I would copy is I would find successful funnels and I would purchase it. Like you did here, you broke it down. Start looking at their entire flow and from start to finish. And that's what I would replicate. Don't steal their copy, steal their images, their whatever testimonials. Those should all be your own. But when you look at the flow from advertorial, sales page, checkout page, one-time offer number one, one-time offer number two, one-time offer number three to the thank you page, that's obviously a proven process.
Yeah. And I mean,
when I look at their funnels, they use that flow every single time.
yep. Yep. And I mean, they have a moat here in terms of, this is real feedback from real customers that if someone's going to try and swipe this and rip it and run it, it's I don't know what the legal definition of it is, but it's not their actual feedback. And that's, yeah, it's a short-term thing, short-term play. But like you said, the structure though, the level of detail that they've done here and what they've been able to do, all these different order bumps, the upsells, just how they thought about this and how they're providing value at each step, giving people opportunities to get more help, get closer to their goals of being pain-free and providing more assistance. And in the process, adding more and more margin and bumping up that AOV is just really impressive.
So, and you know what you probably didn't see here is you're clicking through and saying yes to these items. Their downsell flows are solid also. So if someone says no to the one-time offer number one, why would you take them to number two? Maybe you want to go down to, a discounted offer on number one and say, okay, hey, do you want to just buy two more for, $129? It might be yes, and then route them back to number two.
So with Checkout Champ, walk us through basically. So someone has, let's say they got an offer that's converting on Shopify. They're running to their store on Shopify. They're doing their best, but it's not the fastest. There's limited customizability. How does Checkout Champ take someone with an offer that's doing decent on Shopify and then allow them to really build a masterpiece like this?
So we have the Shopify clients and all the platforms, Shopify, WooCommerce, BigCommerce, Magento, all the big platforms, Wix, doesn't matter. Those clients will come to us and they will take individual products like that. You may have hundreds or thousands of products and you're like, oh, great, I have my storefront, I have my brand, wonderful. You're still going to convert it like 2.1, 2.2% on your huge storefront. But if you take your top selling products and you create single product landing pages, you can do super targeted ads on those social platforms. You can create videos and put them on YouTube, and those are always going to convert way higher than sending someone to a storefront with all those products. Always.
For sure. So basically, and I know you have some templates that allow people to, when they've identified that best-selling product, translate that to one of these single product pages and funnels.
That's right.
Yeah.
And so those clients that are on those types of platforms that I just mentioned, when they replace their native checkouts with Checkout Champ and they're able to build in their subscriptions and their one-click upsell flows natively within our platform and use any banking processor that they want, they see their conversion rates go from 2.2 to 6.8 to 7, 8, 9% just on the storefront. But then they're taking those top selling products and creating single product landing pages. Now they're looking at conversions of 20 to 30% on those individual products, and you back it into their one-click upsell. I have a client of ours that's doing a nutritional supplement. They have 578 sales pages in their Checkout Champ. 578.
Wow.
I was looking at, you look at Neuro, they have 385.
Wow.
Active sales funnels.
385 sales funnels that Neuro has.
Yeah, that represent 4,896 pages. I have a client that builds 12 to 14 new landing pages per day.
Like, so when he's building these new pages, what is he trying to do? Like,
he's testing the page against the ads, and like it's nothing but test. But this he's unique. He has an incubator of all these nerds that he has living in his house. I'd say nerds. I'm sorry, guys. I'm a nerd too. I own a technology company. Don't hate on me. So he's all these designers and marketing gurus living in his house. He created this incubator, and all they're doing is coming up with every day different concepts, different flows for their ads, to their sales pages, to the checkout pages. That does millions of dollars a month.
Wow, that's incredible.
But you got to put in the work.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're not going to work, you're not going to get the reward.
Yeah, I mean, he's taking a lot of swings, right? Eventually he's going to hit a home run.
Well, and you think about the Neuro offer, building in the subscriptions creates that. It's not just a one-time purchase, it's monthly recurring revenue that becomes substantial over time.
Yeah. Well, do you have any numbers on that? I don't know if you can share or not, but just
I can't share those numbers, but I will tell you this: if you can manage it, so let's say a percentage of your buyers you convert into subscriptions. I don't care what vertical. I even have a client that has products that aren't really subscription based, but he's positioned to subscribe and save, where someone pays $9 a month or 9 something a month, so that every time they come back, they get 20% off of everything they purchase. So now he's turning into kind of a membership buying club
Nice.
for his offer. But he has thousands of people paying $9.90 a month.
That's incredible.
So there's different ways to position your subscription where it's adding value to the customer and doesn't seem like it's a ripoff. Like there is a great example.
Yeah.
You're getting a ton of value for every subscription that you take.
Oh, for sure. I mean, do you see any companies where they are successful despite not having a subscription element in the funnel? Or do you think it's a must have?
They can be, but you got to pump a lot of volume, and your email and SMS game has to be on point, driving people back to repurchase as often as you possibly can.
So do you see a lot of missed opportunities when you buy products yourself, or just looking at other funnels where people should have some kind of subscription component and they just don't for whatever reason?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. There's, if you really put your mind to it, and let's say you don't have a product that's subscription, how hard would it be for you to go find a subscription? We have a guy that was selling seeds, like vegetable gardening seeds. And I said, well, why don't you because everything you plant is based on, what grows best in a certain time of year.
Right.
Why don't you create bundles, and every quarter the customer gets a different bundle, but they're different seeds, and they get to select which ones they want based on their region in the United States and what grows the best.
Nice.
And you're making those recommendations, and you turn that on and subscriptions went crazy.
That's awesome. So there's a lot of meat on the bone for subscriptions for most companies. Yeah.
Yeah, you just got to be creative with it.
So I know you mentioned two so far that are pretty unique. Is there anything else that jumps out in terms of really unique and clever, unconventional subscription type products people have made?
Well, obviously there's the digital memberships people are doing, different contextual type products. One of them is a large golf company. They are fantastic at delivering content every single month that's high value. But again, you have to know your audience and understand what they want. That's the biggest thing. You come up with this great product and this great brand, but if you don't know what your customer wants, how are you going to ever scale and grow your company?
Yeah, it makes sense. And then, one thing I don't think we mentioned yet is just page speed. So how important is page speed to conversions based on what you've seen?
Well, think about it. For every 3 seconds that goes by, you're losing 40% of your buyers. And I think that's one of the big reasons why people will use us in conjunction with their CMS platforms, is because our checkout pages load less than 1 second, where those other platforms, it's like 3, 4, sometimes 8 seconds, depending on, the site and the package that you're going to. But under 1 second, single step checkouts, mobile optimized, 70 to 80% of your buyers are going to be mobile. So make sure that it's optimized for mobile. And people, if they're buying on their phone, they don't want to go through 3 pages to purchase. They want to go on 1 page, put in all their information, hit the submit button, and be on with their lives. And then maybe a couple of upsells. I always suggest a good upsell flow.
So interesting. So basically you're saying that the single page checkout is performing better than like multi-stage.
Oh, multi-step checkouts will kill your conversion rates.
Gotcha.
And unfortunately, that's what a lot of the platforms provide as their native checkouts. Some of them are trying to change and make it a little bit better, but they're still not customizable. If I showed you here,
share screen.
Let me. I'm actually just gonna drop this in here, and you can.
Okay, link. Cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop a link, and you can do it.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right.
Nice.
So scroll down and pick any one of the products. Just to put all that stuff in.
All right.
Hit the 3 bottles, hit 2 bottle, 5 bottle, whatever. Add it to cart. All right. Now you're in the standard cart. Go ahead and click checkout. See how fast that was?
Instant.
Look how customized and beautiful this is with the order
Yeah.
bumps.
Yep.
It makes a huge difference. Huge difference.
Nice. And you got this. So I add this here. Boom. Adds it to it over here. Very cool. Nice. Nice. Love it. I mean, it's so cool that, this is more like a branded e-commerce type of thing. And I'm sure I'd love to see the upsell flow off of this too. But I love how they're doing this.
Yeah, in a lot of cases, if someone buys a product like you just saw it with Noro, it's smart enough to intelligently route. If I bought a single knee massager,
Yeah.
well, the first logical upsell, if I put one in my cart, is going to be buy a second one for a discount.
Yep.
But if I already bought two, why would I buy two more or another one? I don't have three knees. So that upsell should be totally different. If I bought the two pack or the 4-pack.
How do you actually, sorry.
No, ask your question, because I think this is going to dovetail into what I was going to say.
Exactly. Because the natural question that follows is, so how are you making these logic decisions in terms of where to go based on those behaviors? How does that happen?
By SKU. So if they put that SKU, for us, it's just a campaign product ID. But our campaign product ID, we know that if it's CPID 1, my first upsell is going to be this. But if it's CPID 2, my upsell is going to be something totally different. And it's going to take them down a totally different path.
Gotcha. Nice. Nice. And then you can get as custom as you want in terms of what's on those pages for each of those things.
Absolutely.
That's fantastic. Well, Matt, anything else you want to, I know you got a bunch of stuff in the oven over there in terms of stuff you're going to be dropping soon. What's exciting?
Well, in a few weeks here, and I'm going to ask you to do another video.
Yeah,
but we are building out a storefront builder that's going to be easier than any platform out there. And right now we're just we augment the checkout from the other CMS platforms. We will have our own full CMS. The beauty of our platform now is you can build all those sales pages, right? The single product landers, but you're converting higher on your main checkouts. Being able to build your entire storefront on it and not have to use a whole bunch of third-party apps to try to build a multi-million or multi-billion-dollar business is fantastic. And it's going to be so super easy. So what I like to say is we're going to be able to do everything that all those other platforms can do, but they're not going to be able to do everything we do. Right. So I think that's going to be a game changer in the marketplace. I would say if you have any questions, if you're interested in seeing what we do and some of the templates, I mean, can I give myself a shameless plug?
Yeah,
I don't want to do that. Just go to sales.checkoutchamp.com and talk to one of my guys. They're very helpful, and it's not a sales pitch. It's just showing you what we do. And if it's a fit for you, and if you want to try it, we encourage you to do that. But the nice thing is we don't say, okay, here's your technology, have fun learning it.
Right.
We'll actually give you a dedicated account manager. And our goal is to get you up and running as fast as possible, because the sooner you see the results, if you start seeing your conversion rates double or triple, and you start seeing your AOV increase by an extra $40, $50, $60, you're going to be super happy with us. So it's important for us to get you up and running as fast as possible. We also look at some of the pitfalls in the industry, and that is in particular, there's some processors that will go through their risk assessments and just shut people down all the time. We have relationships with a lot of banks from both international and domestic US that have lower rates. It's not these crazy blended rates where you think you're getting 2.9, but it ends up being like 6% plus 30 cents a transaction plus. We can help you find the right banking relationship by leveraging our relationships. And I think that's important. You're going to scale your business, even if you wanted to keep your existing processor. Why would you put all your eggs in one basket?
For sure.
Right? Netflix doesn't do it. Amazon doesn't do it. They're not processing on one merchant account. They have several merchant accounts, and they're spreading out the potential liability. So, we can help you with a lot of that stuff. We've been doing this a long time. And even if you want to call and, beat us up for, just some knowledge, we're happy to help.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. If you don't have some of these, just strictly speaking even on the sales funnel side, speed wise, there's probably leaving money on the table if you don't have this level of speed, and also just the level of customizability where you can plug in these bumps and the different upsell flows, post-purchase upsells, etc. If you're not doing that or haven't tested it, there's a good chance you might be missing a breakthrough that can change your business in terms of what kind of CPA you can actually allowably achieve, et cetera. So definitely something you want to talk to Matt's team about. Pick their brain on this stuff because they see all the numbers behind the scenes and they can give you some good advice, even just on the call. There's some ideas to test. They might want to plug in, and the software is going to make it even easier to do. So highly
We
recommend it.
see it all the time, Ian, where people will, they start this company, they build a nice brand, and they start banging their head against the wall, against the ceiling, like they've hit this ceiling that they can't figure out how to break through. And in many cases, we'll have clients that come to us that, they're doing tens of thousands of dollars a month. Next thing you know, they're doing hundreds of thousands, or they're doing hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. And now they're doing millions of dollars a month because we've taken off all the restrictions that other platforms provide. And we give you the ability to truly customize your brand the way you want to.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I love it. It's great stuff. Well, I mean, I learned a ton. Thank you so much for allowing me to pick your brain a bit, Matt, on all this stuff on Neuro and just on funnels in general. Been around a long time doing this stuff, so it's awesome to hear all your insights. And yeah, so again, checkoutchamp.com is the main spot. Sales.checkoutchamp.com, where you can go talk to Matt's team, just pick their brain, show them your funnel. They're going to be able to give you some ideas, and Checkout Champ's a great way to actually execute on those ideas. Super optimized. Anything else you think we should chat about on this call?
I think we covered a lot. And I think if someone watches this, their head's probably going to explode with all the information we jammed at them. So
Yeah, I new ideas to test. Can't wait to hear what everyone walks away with and tries testing after this.
yeah, we'd love to hear your feedback. That'd be wonderful.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Matt. Appreciate it. Always good to chat and always good to geek out on the funnel side of things. So thank you for being on Funnel of the Week and looking forward to the next conversation.
Excellent. Take care, buddy.